Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, it is 8 p.m. Pardon me, Lou. Didn't mute my mic for that one. It's okay. How you doing? How's it going? I'm not doing too terribly today. I checked the tapes and I made this game too loud. I'm going to return it now before I forget. And yeah, hanging in there. It's was it October 20th? I told you like a week ago. I feel like a lot of times people talk about how time is going so fast. I still feel like October has been ridiculously slow. Maybe it's because I'm cognizant of the fact that it's been slow or something like that. I don't know. But I feel like it has been a month since I told you October is going slow, but I think it was maybe the 15th, which is scary. Maybe it was earlier probably. But either way, my stuck in the hyperbolic time chamber notwithstanding, although I think that would be the other way. I don't know, time would be going by quickly. It would seem to be going by quickly, but then you would step out of the chamber and time would have been going by slowly. Does this make sense? Never mind. Don't think about it too much. We got Monster Train to play. In other news, I put out a first look yesterday. Checked out Inscription. Game's pretty cool. If you guys like that, I might make a series on it. I know Cranberry's doing a series on it already as well. It's fun, but I worry that long term, like the puzzling aspect of that game is not going to be very interesting to me. Like figuring out how to do overarching progress, I'm not really gonna care. And really, I just want to play the card aspect. But I don't know. If you guys like it, I'll check it out. You can check that out though. It's on the YouTube channel. There's a link in the description there as well. If you not in this description, but in the description of that video, if you're gonna pick the game up, you can give me a little something something as well. It's an affiliate link, as they say. Prince today. He's like, he's weird because he's the worst, but he's also the best. Like he's probably the worst champion except for when you high roll and then he just kills everything. So kind of a hit or miss champ. Let's see what we see today. Is it a hit or a miss? Stygian's a miss, by the way. Umbra's like Exile melting is sick. This is oh wow, this is really cool. If they show us Brawler, this is fun. We can play Reform Brawler, we can just rage him, Whiplash him, very cool. Lots of fun stuff here. Let me ask you a quick little question, if you will. And then we can begin. I was thinking about today's episode's question, and I don't know what really prompted this one out of me, but I feel like I spend a lot of time in these questions talking about things that I do not like. It's a very easy emotion to get mad about. Let's talk about something you do like. What's your favorite chain restaurant? If you say no, I don't want to answer this question, that's fine. I guess you gotta have at least one chain restaurant that you like, though. I feel like maybe you hate them all. I don't know. I can't judge you. I've thought about this one for a while, and by for a while I mean about 10 minutes. I'm not really sure. Like, on the one hand, it's Ruby Tuesdays, but it's only Ruby Tuesdays because I used to go there a lot in high school, and I don't know if their food was actually good. I don't really remember it. They closed, health code violation, as is often the case. I can tell you what it's not. It's not Applebee's. That place is bad. And it's also, yeah, I think it's Ruby Tuesdays by default because, like, every other option is terrible. Chili's, Applebee's, Olive Garden. I think it's Ruby Tuesdays for me. Maybe you got an interesting one. You can say fast food options as well, like maybe you're a Burger King fan. Probably not. What's the cool place to like? KFC? Taco Bell? Probably Taco Bell. I'm gonna say Ruby Tuesdays. Lock it in. Final answer. Alright, let's start the run. Let me know what your favorite fast food... Not fast food, just chain restaurant, I guess. Is fast food considered a restaurant? I don't know. Different episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Today we're Hellhorned, Exile Melting, Rage Talos, Failure Arcus, Diligent Seraph, Ritual Battle, Whiplash, Impressive. I outlined some of the ideas earlier. Some fun stuff we can do if we see Brawler Prince. If we don't see Brawler Prince, we can probably play the other one. It's Diligent Seraph, so Sinner Salve makes sense, but Unbroken Horn is also really good when you start with Ritual Battle. I like Unbroken Horn more. Hey, show me Brawler. Hey, let's go. This is the other one, by the way. It's Wrathful. never playing Reaper unless you force me. I do want this money, and I do believe I can take this money. Yeah, I feel fine. Because we have Unbroken Horn, I feel I can take that money. Because I will be able to play my rituals almost for sure, unless I draw them both turn 2 or something crazy like that. Which does not appear to be what's going to happen. Just put down Prince, give him a ritual. If I draw the second one right now, I won't be able to... Okay, yeah, fuck you, Monster Train. You're a bastard game. Hate you. Yeah, alright. That's actually pretty bad, because now I'm going to take a lot from... I'm going to take like 10 for that. I can never torch this Foot Soldier enough that it dies, and I would never put a Train Steward behind Hornbreaker Prince, because then that's going to be detrimental overall. But I can still torch him, I guess. Like, Wicklashing Prince here is an idea, right? He goes to 32 times 2? I have to reform him, but I think that that's okay. It's kind of risky, but he's not going to do enough damage to kill the boss because of ritual drawn like this. I think this is alright. We'll see. Okay, I lose. Alright, we lose. Now I draw no primitive mold. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, that's terrible. Wow. That is impressive, Monster Train. That is truly, truly impressive. I think I died off of this. I think that this is going to kill me. And, I mean, I guess I deserve it. It's my own fault. 15 puts you to 40, right? Yeah, it's fine. I guess this is my fault for thinking Monster Train wasn't going to just fucking ruin my day. Oh my. Yeah, okay, I get Prince back at least. He's a 21 times 2, so that's something. I think I am going to die though. Like, that's crazy how bad that was. With Prince again and Ritual in hand, okay. I don't die, I just take 19 off of that, which, all things considered, is not the end of the world, but like, ooh, buddy. That could not have been a worse draw. I guess it could have been a worse draw if I got, if I had rolled a little bit worse, I would have died. But if I rolled low enough to die there, that's just like Alt F4, throw out the episode, I go do something else with the rest of my night before I stream. Because, whew, that's a tilter. Molting Imp is fine. He's not exciting, but he's not bad. Another Wicklash or another Molded seems fine. Like Wicklash number 3. I don't know if I'm gonna burn out the Prince. I probably am. I see this run picking up Wickless Baron and playing Wickless Baron, Prince, something like that. Or maybe Wickless Baron, Prince, and then like an Imp or something in front to kill backline. Either idea. And both of those ideas are good with Wicklash. Wickless Tycoon? That's not who I want. I could take Paraffin Enforcer here, and then use him to tank for Prince. He's not going to have the health, but if I pick up like a Stealth Tomb, you can play Paraffin Enforcer and put Burnout on Prince, and that could be good. So I'll take it as an idea, at least. Maybe I get Wickless Tycoon and I just play that instead. Endless plus 10 Burnout 1. Okay, that's fine. It's like, I can almost turn this run into Little Fate. I just don't have enough Burnout, right? If I do Paraffin Enforcer Self-Infuse, I don't have enough Burnout. I'm trying to play around Primitive Mold, keeping me afloat. It feels like what I want to do, right? I want to play... Well, the problem is I want too many melting commons at this point. Because I guess I can try and just have these Wicklashes be enough. But I want to play Stealth Tomb and like Hollow Drippings here, right? And then we play Stealth Tomb infused with Molting Imp. And we play... Although I would probably do the other way, which isn't really that good, right? Because what I want to do here is I want to take this Endless right now and put it on Molting Imp. But if I do that, it's 5 damage instead of 15, and that's not very good. So I guess I would reroll and look for multi-strike. I'll click this, but I won't infuse it yet. And I think you skip the Endless right now and you reroll and look for multi-strike, because the Endless might just be a bait. It's Endless Burnout 1 right here for a Molting Imp right now, and I can have an okay Molting Imp that can hold the Endless Burnout 1 for a potential Stealth Tomb. Or I can reroll and look for a multi-strike. I think that maybe, the more that I think about this, the problem is this Endless Burnout 1 Molting Imp is pretty bad if I don't see Stealth Tomb. You can like self-infuse and it's 20 damage, but that's really not that good. He's just gonna hold it. I'm gonna take it. I think that the other idea, the reason I'm gonna take this is not because it's good long-term, but this is good right now. Like, sure, on the Divinity this might fall off, but right now, I am going to give this a shot. In the next combat, we get stronger for this. That's the thinking. If only it had Intrinsic. I guess I should have looked at the Temple, because Intrinsic on a Wicklash with holdover is a good idea. I should have at least looked. Yeah, I should have looked for it. It's just a mistake not to. No doubt about it. Ping here. You don't play out the other Paraffin Enforcer, though. I want to save my energy for Ritual here. Yeah. Do Wicklash on Prince. No, I save my energy for Ritual here, but there's Wicklash Prince here. If he dies, I reform him. If he doesn't die, cool. It's also good. He doesn't need a lot of rounds to kill everything right now. Yeah, he really doesn't need much. And I think I have one more Wicklash in the deck. Yeah. And even still, Paraffin Enforcer is strong. Yeah. Not too bad. This deck is just, like, this is a setup that I feel gets a lot better when I clear these Train Stewards out, among other things. If only I had Fledgling Imp in the last pack, right? I think it's fine, because then I can infuse this on Molting Imp in the worst case. In the best case, I see Stealth Tomb here. That's for sure. But in the worst case, I can just take this and infuse it. Or you could take Thorn Break, actually. Now we have Torch, it's fine. I'll take Fledgling Imp. Remnant Host. Huh. That's survivability as well. It makes the Imp take 3 attacks instead of 1 in terms of chump blocking. And if I end up switching over to a Harvest idea, that's pretty good, but... I didn't actually have an Infusion for a while. Until after... Wow. For a while. That's not a great setup. I think I'm gonna not take the Remnant Host, although maybe it's wrong. Maybe it's wrong, maybe it's wrong. This is a tough one. I've been doing a lot of thinking at the start here. I'm trying to suss out what the best idea is to follow, but there's a lot of them. There's a lot of ideas here. I think that I have enough offensive scaling, so I should take the Remnant Host. The Rage Imp is good, don't get me wrong, but I said I just need to survive Talos. I can take Divine Advanced Prototype. It also lets me take the money here, or the Relic, whichever it is. Yeah, pretty comfortably. That's fine. Yeah, I think I have plenty of offense, so I should look at the Horde here for defense. Yeah, I really should have looked at this Temple. That was a big mistake. Just pretend that this Temple had plus 10 piercing and plus 30, and if you run the Seed, don't tell me otherwise, I won't be able to handle it. Lady of the House, Lady of the Reformed. Nothing. Actually, Lady of the Reformed. Paraffin Enforcer self-infused with Lady of the Reformed in front and Prince in back, and we take space. And then we just kind of let the Molting and whittle away at enemies instead. It removes the possibility that Prince gets Burnout Death, and same for Paraffin Enforcer. And I can maybe just do a self-infused. Plus 20 health is pretty sick. Yeah, I'm gonna click this. This is an idea. And we're gonna throw a -1 and then re-roll. No holdover. That's alright. -1s on Wicklash are better than on Ritual, because I think having a 0-cost Wicklash is better. overall. Yeah, Fade's first blade makes sense. This is gonna be a really close run, but not for the normal reasons. Oh, minor refraction is huge. Yeah. You put this on the lady? No, you put this on the Paraffin Enforcer, right? Who do you put this on? It's like the sweep is gonna be a little annoying if I put this on the Paraffin Enforcer. He doesn't, in the ideal world, he has 50 health instead of, or he has multi-strike 50 health instead of one space multi-strike, right? I think it's better for Lady to have it then, because you do the self-infuse and it's like a plus 25. We'll have to reform her and things like that, but that's alright. And this lets me play the Molting Imp as well. Like, we have a lot of good things going for us, and I'm just worried about... There's two things that worry me on this run. We just get clapped off the face of the earth by a bad wave right now. Like, we just get absolutely sent to hell by a bad wave. And... because this is not a lot of health on my units, and the sweep will whittle down my units as well. Both of these things are problematic, but we can fix them. How am I gonna fix them? You know, you guys, you ask me all these hard questions that I'm not ready to answer. I'll tell you when I'm ready, okay? When I know how I'm gonna fix them, I'll let you know. It's really only the stopping one-turn kills, right? And I think I can do that pretty easily with the Molting Imp idea, because I don't need Endless for my lady. We have Primitive Mold. Molting Imp makes these guys just kill everything, right? Yeah. Maybe that's bad because I need the strikes. Remnant Host down, that'll fix it. Who's dead? Oh yeah, Floodwind. If I can reform imps in this line. I didn't, like, forget that. I knew I could reform imps, of course, but, like, I don't know. There's so much to think about. There's so much to think about. But, like, it's weird because all of the thinking we're doing is irrelevant right now. Everything that I'm doing is long-term planning ideas. Everything that we're, like, this boss is dead on the bottom floor. She doesn't even have to go to the top floor. I'm just trying to think about how we're going to kill the Divinity right now, because everything up until Arcus is pretty set. I don't want these. I could maybe take Remnant Pact, but I don't really want these. Remnant Pact reinforced Sacrificial Resurrection. I don't need Endless. I'm not playing an armor idea, and consuming your cards to make a draft is okay, but I don't feel like it's that good right now. Legion of Wax. I kind of want to do this. I want to infuse Legion of Wax onto Lady. Every time Lady gets hit, she'll block the next hit automatically with the Motive Wax. I think that's kind of cool. I don't know, like, is it good? I think it is. I think it's good. Too bad we don't get a Harvest synergy out of the deal, but, like, I think this is good. I feel like what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to throw a bunch of different ideas at the wall, though, and I'm gonna really hurt myself in the short term if I take this. But, that being said, I don't know, let's try it. I haven't used this Infusion before. And the deck is 30 cards. I'm gonna take draw. The end. And it's probably draw space, is my feeling. And is there anything I would duplicate? I would duplicate Wicklash, but more than that, I want the removal. There's also a Hellhorned banner here. Like, we gotta trim this deck a little bit. Train Stewards, dead. Gone. Buried. Alpha Fiend Rail Beater? More like Alpha Fiend Snore. That's a good one. Thank you. Endless Burnout 1 again? I'm gonna go grab my Brawler too. I think I'm gonna grab a reroll. I don't feel like I want to put Endless on anything. But okay, this is just worthless. I'm gonna become stronger here by taking a double removal idea. Go down to 26 units. Or 26 cards, I should say. I'm gonna take this money. And then we'll just kind of suss it out as we go on the temples. I think that's fine. Normally, we at least respect or think about Crystal Cloak, but I have imps, I have reform, like there's no real fear of Crystal Cloak. There is fear of the aggressive amulet. I do want that money, though. Could just go left. Yeah, I'll just go left. I didn't take the trial. I know you heard the trial sound, but I didn't take it. I stopped myself. I wanted to take it. I really did. Feel good about playing this imp up here. Put it down here so it's in the reform pile. It's a good unit to reform. Yeah, my deck has 4 draw priority units right now, which is just 2 penny. I want to play Ritual Battle, but I want to verify that this does enough. It's 52 and you do 15, which is 67? Yeah, so I'll kill everything but the 1/1. And I take 9 more damage on Paraffin Enforcer, but that shouldn't matter. Once I get to do an infusion. I need 2 infusions, but then we're alright. Go get him, lady. Yeah, everything looks all scary, and then you get some rage rolling, and everything doesn't look so scary anymore. I don't feel like I ever kill the haste here. I'm just gonna press end turn. Because I want to bank my energy with Unbroken Horn. Don't forget we have that. $44 times 3 becomes 64 times 3 becomes plus a 3 from Paraffin Enforcer. I don't think he's ever doing enough to kill the 2020. Right? I don't feel like I have a world in which I kill this Clipped Guardian. It's 35 and then you're doing like 90. He's doing more because he's getting 3 rage from Paraffin Enforcer attacking, but I feel like I just accept the 6 damage here. I play Wicklash, I play Molting Imp Remnant Host down here. Ping this and save 1. I mean, I will ping that and save 1, I should say. Yeah, and we get some damage there. Ace goes away and we're gonna take 5. Will we kill Porcupine, or is my floor too weak? I guess I can just put out like Wicklash, or yeah, Legion of Wax. The burnout doesn't carry through, but the extra attack does, so does make sense. And so it would just die in 1 hit anyway. And there's no reason to Molting Imp here. What's in Primitive Mold? Remnant Host? Fledgling? That's okay. How much damage do you do? 92? Not bad. 162. I'm gonna ping the haste as well. Just want to be smart about picking off enemies where we can. It's not set in stone, our early game. Because our health is pretty low, and we can have a bad Relentless like this where he just pops all my units, right? So we want to be aware. Oh, get him, boys. Ew. You really missed this by... You missed this by 4? Come on, boys. You make me torch this boss to death? This guy's fucked. Oh my god. Legion of Wax. Good unit. Branding right's good. But survivability on unit, good. Crushing Demise, I'm not really back and forth on this card. I think this is one of the strongest cards in the game. You just put it on a floor where you don't have any units and you go, alright, kill one of them. Removals aren't as high value because I'm going to be mostly... Like, the cards that I want to remove, I need to remove through infusing, which I will do in the next 2 rings, and will put me at 85. So duplicating and removals aren't that exciting. I'd be going for the Caverns, but I want to go find Holdover. So that's what I'm going to look for. Permafrost, plus 10 minus 1. Plus 10 piercing and spell chain. I think I do Paraffin Enforcer first here. The lady doesn't need help yet. The feeling I get here is that this is gonna be... I need to go to some steel shops, right? I'm gonna go to 2 in a row and then end on the magic shop. Most likely here. I just want to hold over a lot of cards and make this deck better. I do also want to make a lot of things cost less. That would be ideal. However, minus 85 puts me at... I have enough to buy a -1 and then reroll, I believe. It's gonna go to Crushing Demise, because this is what I'm holding over from this position. Cool. I'm holding over Crushing Demise. It's just good. Like it really is just a strong idea. Holdover Wicklash got worse when I found Lady of the Reformed. So kill an enemy every turn, big. I like that. Kill. Crystal Cloak. Remember when I said I wasn't afraid of this? Let's see. Mark of Invasion should be fine. It's mid-game Mark of Invasion is not that scary. There's some situations where these sycophants will get your ass, but this shouldn't be one of them. It's actually going to be helpful because it's going to generate a lot of burnout. So for Lady of the House, I want to give her a plus 25, and for Paraffin Enforcer, I want a multi-strike. And then we're really just chilling. I want to put Legion of Wax in the Reform pool. He's good. This unit is the reason that I'm not afraid of the boss, by the way. I also didn't infuse before Crystal Cloak. He's just going to ruin Crystal Cloak's day. And our combat right now is free. Like, Crushing Demise just trivializes almost everything. Because you just go, boom, big enemy die. You go Molting Imp and boom, some backline die. I have to be careful I actually don't have my units on top floor burn out. I also fed this Master of Light a crazy amount of rage. Extremely irresponsible of me. I was just clicking. What the heck? Branding Right's coming up? That's good. Just send me first. Don't worry about it too much. It's fine. Legion of Wax is going to waste all of this stealth. You're gonna get a little branding right. Yeah. You can help. No, this Remnant Host should go in behind. Hopefully it's max stealth. There goes 6 rounds. Remnant Host, I'm a fool. What have I done? It actually gets up here with 2 stealth. Wowee. I was so confident in myself, and for what? I was so certain. 200. Like, yeah, I gotta restart this combat now. There was no way I lost from that position, right? That's what I was saying. But I did. Alright, so now I'll play this combat out, but I won't heavy disrespect the game like I did. It's the downside of the way that I play this game for these videos. If I had taken this slower, it wouldn't have been close, right? But we're not here to take it slow. We're here to crush your enemies, see them driven before you, etc., etc. And I do want him dead. I'm going to make most of the same plays. I'm just going to not give that one enemy 14 attack. I guess what I should have done, I could have probably played that in a way where I didn't necessarily die there. I could have played the Crushing Demise, I think. I just reset without doing much thinking about it. Yeah, I'll just end my turn. I could like ping an enemy here. I guess I will. That way I can just guarantee Crushing Demise this enemy that did so much to me. Like that. And now there's no problem. Okay, you're dying, Lady of the Reformed, but that's alright. I should also just play the Endless Burnout Imp. I don't know why I skipped that also. I mean, I do know why I skipped that. I skipped all of these things that I'm wondering why I skipped because I felt the combat was over. Branding Right bottom card. Put Molting Imp down here. Don't worry, I'll fix this. You go Primitive Mold. Put this down here. Too bad I don't have another Primitive Mold ready to go. Go Branding Right here, Wicklash here. You don't play Crushing Demise. Maybe that's why I didn't play Crushing Demise, because why would you? Goes down to 3 stealth. But the big difference here is I didn't play the tomb, right? That's the difference. I don't know why this idiot played that tomb. Yeah, these guys crush. It looks like they get burnout on the turn that they spawn. I should slow that down, but I'm not going to see these enemies or these units again. Yeah, my bad. It happens though. deal is alright. March of Shields is kind of cool too. It's just armor. I don't think I want any of these. Like 10 armor is not that much. And pulling a unit to the front. If this were just 10 armor raw, I would consider it to help Prince stay alive, but I will not. Fatal Melting is a good combo with Crushing Demise. Together, these two cards can wipe out entire floors. I'm down for that. What does it need to do? I need it's weird because Legion of Wax, I don't even know if I want to do the Infusion. It's kind of just nice to have. It just kind of kicks around on lower floors with the primitive molds, but I'm going to take Fatal Melting and I'm going to do the Infusion. Follow the idea. Trust the process here. I'm going to go to 2 Steel Shops straight. We found the holdover I wanted. Refracting lenses, jack strips. Do I have a I don't think I have anything that consumes. No, so refracting lenses seems pretty bad. I'll take jack strips. Cuts off some damage shields. It's alright. Yeah, okay, these have been underwhelming. This is an extinguish, right? Yeah. So we go Legion of Wax, Infuse to Lady of the Reformed. Yeah. Dusted. Locked it in. I went to the caverns first. I meant to go to the steel shop first. Yeah, this can happen to me. My mistake, my mistake. For the greater good's terrible here. So I was supposed to go to the shop first. That's alright, because what we can do here is we can just take Molting in. It's like... It's tough because I need to get hit, but I can hit myself. So yeah. I actually think that this is better anyway. As soon as I clicked on that cavern, I was like, oh fuck, that's not the steel shop. But it's fine, because I think if I reasoned through this, I would end up landing on Sapstone Molting Imp anyway. Which is acceptable. Yeah, I'm not going to put Melee Weakness Strike on Lady of the Reform, so I'd have to go on Paraffin Enforcer. It's like, I actually don't think Melee Weakness on Strike is that good here. I might just be saying that because I messed up, and fair, but I really don't like it that much. Go plus 25 on Lady of Wax, Legion of the Reformed. That lady is 73 health now, which is an extremely strange number. Okay, there was nothing in here anyway. No multi-strike, but that's alright. I don't think multi-strike is crucial, but so this is the situation right here. It would be better for me to go Steel Magic, because I don't think multi-strike is crucial for Paraffin Enforcer strats at this point. However, I think that I do need the plus 25s that I got before Arcus, so we have to go Steel Shop first, which just leads to us taking 2 straight Steel Shops, because I cannot go to Magic Shop and then Steel Shop. I think I'll die at Arcus from too low of HP. So, that's my feeling. We will crush Arcus if Lady goes into Arcus Relentless with health, because every round that she gets hit, she makes a unit that he has to hit, which is big. Which Arcus is this? Failure? It is failure. Ooh. I was saying earlier, and by earlier I mean like a few days ago, I haven't seen this boss in a while. Remember, self, we're taking space. Got it? Got it. I was thinking about playing Remnant Host and pinging it, but there's a few reasons that's a bad idea. To dodge the Ember Drain, that is. We'll go Remnant Host. Need to make sure that this wave goes up and hits my units. That's, yeah, because you're dying. I could have extended his life, but I'll just reform him, he'll be fine. Oh wait, no, I have Torch, remember? That's the whole idea. Oh, weird. Oh, weird. Oh, that's wacky. Alright, I'm not gonna put this Remnant Host back in the reform pool. I'm gonna lean back in my chair, so I'm gonna bring you closer as well. Just a little. Yeah, now she doesn't get hit again. But then I can, like, hit her. Oh, it's weird. Oh, it's weird. Oh, because if I ping myself, oh my god. It becomes like a non-issue on Divinity. But right now it's weird. It's like I'm gonna branding right. And yeah, it just makes a Motive Wax. I'm gonna Torch because I want more burnout, and it just makes another one. Look at all these chump blockers. I have too many. They're too powerful. She just doesn't get hit anymore. And now she takes 19. That's fine, I suppose. Right, and then the other idea we have here is, so... Because, okay... So, we have this molting if idea too, right? And now this is just gonna sit here and sap the enemies to death, which is also cool. I'm going to Fatal Melting, and I'm gonna play Branding Right. I don't mind it. Did you see that combat preview? Did you see it show them getting 20 armor? Did you see that? Someone saw that, right? So you saw that. That looks strange. I wonder what that was about. That doesn't show anything. I'm okay on burnout, I feel. I'll do one more. The good thing about this is that when they spawn, they don't fuck me up and hit me with the Ember Drain. Because if these Motive Waxes gave Ember Drain, this would be a much worse circumstance overall. Dude, this run is weird. I love this run. This run's really fun. It's been a while since I've played something like this, it feels like. This run's wacky. Use Molting him to soften up the boss just a touch. 4-3. I can always pop a little torch up there. Yeah, let's see. I want... Lady should get a Whiplash, and you should get a Whiplash and a torch. Okay. I mean, this floor does crazy big damage. And it's survivable as hell with Legion of Wax. Right, because watch Arcus. He hits, and then he makes another unit he has to kill. I think it's going to get super awkward on the Divinity, because the Divinity is going to start sweeping. Hey, it's Formless Child. Nah, but like it's fun to think about. Reinforce, don't want. Wickless Recruitment. It's interesting because you can use Wickless Recruitment here as like a single. So when you do this, it removes all burnout, and this is whenever they lose a stack of burnout. So if you Wickless Recruitment a unit with 10 burnout stacks, that's 30 rage, which is cool. But then they have no burnout and they stop gaining burnout, and you have to start all over, and it's a little scary, but cool. I will skip. Remember self, we're taking space. However, okay, so walk through this one with me, right? I have a floor that is full. It has 5 units, and there's 1 empty space. The round goes, like, say there's a Divinity, like first wave of the Divinity, right? 4 enemies in the Divinity sweeping. First enemy hits the lady. Second enemy hits the moat. Third enemy hits the lady. Fourth enemy hits the moat. Divinity attacks, hits the lady. There's a moat of wax left on the floor, right? However, so initial feeling is space does nothing, Molting Imp won't fit on the floor. However, when Molting Imp stops the Divinity's attack, it might... I think... This is a lot of thinking, and I'm pretty sure it's kind of coin flippy on if you can actually play the Molting Imp on top floor or not. So I'm just gonna play draw, maybe. But like the problem is Hornbreaker Prince will die. He will pass away. So I think actually upon thinking about it further, I take space, and if I get in like 2 or 3 Molting Imps, that's enough to keep Prince alive. So that's my feeling actually. It's very confusing with the motes of wax, but it's also pretty cool. Removal goes to this Fledgling Imp who's doing nothing, and to the Remnant Host. I want to play these units because they mess up my Primitive Bolt pool, but I don't want to remove spells because it's Diligent Seraph. Multi-strike. Thanks, game. Appreciate that. Handshake, handshake. Spell Chain. Do I want a random spell, or do I want a Spell Chain Whiplash? I definitely want the... Or not random spell, sorry, random trinket. I want the random trinket. I'm gonna go Brawler 3. And... I think that's everything. I don't... Yeah, none of my units can take any more upgrades. Alright, let's ride. Yeah, let's ride. I don't want the Spell Chain. I double-checked with my brain. Do not want it. Do I want armor 20? No. Because I can, this combat's kind of free if I don't take this. Okay, so if I play Prince, Lady, I play 2 Wicklashes on Prince. I don't torch Lady because it'll make a moat, I believe. Okay. And these guys are all gonna die. It's gonna be really interesting to see how this machine gun Wiltwings action happens. I expect, so I think that this is gonna leave me with 3 wax modes. I think that they're gonna all die and all of their damage instances will happen at once, and then the revenge triggers resolve. This is not necessarily for sure, but based on my experience with this game, that is my expectation. I could torch and then crushing demise. Yeah, I can torch and crushing demise. Wow, good job crushing demise. Oh no, it doesn't work that way. Wow. It actually works how you would expect. So they die, the mode of wax spawns, and the next one dies. Ooh, I should have torched that guy. Okay. I gotta remember not to kill too many of the enemies. I need to take damage on Lady, right? Guess I can just ping her. Sometimes pinging her there leads to this unit living. Like harvest happens, an extra harvest happens when I ping her there. Gotta keep an eye out. Yeah, this combo is just ridiculous though. Especially when it kills the heavy. Yeah, okay. So I'm actually gonna screenshot this real quick. I'm gonna send this over to Dusk if you don't mind. Oh, got it. I heard it play when I hit the screenshot key. We'll see. I'm gonna remember to do that later. I should F8 that as well. Here, I'm gonna pause actually, and I'm gonna F8 that. One sec. Alright, I'm back. Bug report submitted. I guess I could have just left it unpaused while I submitted the bug report, but I don't know. Do you want 30 seconds of me typing content? No, I have the technology to cut that out of the video without having to do anything. So I will do it. The strange thing to me about this run is that I expected this run to be a lot more focused on reforming Lady, but that's just not happening that much. I'm gonna try and kill this Light Wings. Like, my floor has a very small amount of HP. Like, a very small amount of HP when you get right down to it. And we're just kind of trucking along. This trample is tough because I cannot chump block it. However, I believe I have enough to take 2 hits here, I'm pretty sure. Funnily enough, his attack is not going to decrease from this position. And also, torching my Lady is effectively a non-change in terms of total HP for the floor against this boss, which is also interesting. Yeah, by sapping him up, he's just going to stay at 34. And I get 1 more sap, actually. 26, okay. But now, at the end of the round, he will not have a change, right? Oh, there is no end of the round. Never mind. That fight was scary, and it reminds me that I am mortal. Inferno's good. I'm going to the magic shop. I can make this card strong. Mortal Entrapment, Sacred Wicks, Remnant Host. I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And we go left. First things first, I want to crack the Horde. Collection of Tails is fine. Rage doesn't decay is cool. It's worth, like, this is one of those situations where every turn Collection of Tails is worth 3 rage. So in a 12-round combat, it's like 36 rage. Maybe it doesn't feel that exciting, but it's good. My deck is very expensive. I'm gonna cut out some primitive molds though. Maybe like 1 and 1. No, I don't really need that many primitive molds. My units aren't dying. If they do die, I have the primitive mold, but they shouldn't die. I'd love Burnout Extension or... Oh, you know what would be sick here? Yeah, I didn't get to finish the thought. Mold Braces would be really cool here. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, that's so cool. Give me that shit. Hell yeah. I'm gonna make Branding Right. I said I was gonna make Inferno better, but I bought Mold Braces instead. I'm gonna make Branding Right cost 1 now. and we're gonna ride with this. So game plan here is branding right Prince when I draw it, and let Inferno Crushing Demise kill most enemies. And yeah, sap everything else. Should be pretty free. 100 of 100, let's ride. Oh. What a good one. Monster Train, thank you. I've been getting some bangers lately. I complain a lot about this game when it gives me bad runs. I feel I should also give it praise when it gives me good runs. This is a banger run. A shame I don't get to play Inferno on this turn. I will burn a torch and we will play Whiplash. Seraph should come top 4 here. I think it is best to torch, because I have room for my pair-up and Enforcer. This guarantees that if he doesn't go top 4 like this, I don't have a world where my Prince dies. And if my Prince dies, it's kind of awkward. God, I want to just slam Branding right here. I really want to play Branding right here, just to prep for this wave. I think maybe, no, you know what? I don't have to prep for this wave, right? Because it's actually not that bad. She's gonna take some damage, but I think I can do this. Guess I could have taken the... Yeah, Jackstrip's maybe not the best idea here. Could have taken the other idea, which was refracting lenses for this boss. Yeah, look at this. She takes 13 damage here total. This whole wave, this wave does 13 plus 50 plus 15. That's 65. This wave does 78, and because of Mold Braces plus Legion of Black, she takes 13. That's cool. I'm gonna start throwing Molting Imp out. I do have to consume this Whiplash or skip it, and I'm going to play it because it's a very scary, you know, yeah, I can consume it, it's fine. I'm gonna have some forced curses like this, but that's also fine. Because yeah, Lady's getting hit a bunch there, so she's going to give us enough burnout to live. Yeah, she's getting chipped out a little bit, but you do this and then she takes 1 hit of 11, right? Yeah, but then gains 5. Seems fine. So, and then we're gonna be left with a Legion boy, a moat. I'm glad I tried this. I'll be honest with you, when I initially had the idea, I thought this was gonna suck. I thought this was gonna be real bad. It's cool. It's good. Or he doesn't even die. I want to play Impressive here. I need to get this guy out of the way. I need Lady to take 4. My burnout's looking scary. Just taking chip damage from curses, because I do not have the energy that I would like to have on this run. Which is fine, we had to make some trade-offs here. This will completely brick this wave's damage. Nobody dies either, like you're not at risk of death. Throw a Whiplash out. It's important for me to be playing like this. Maybe I should even just be following Seraph around and sapping Seraph. I think I'm gonna throw the rest of my turn sap at Seraph. Oh yeah, I forgot about Crushing Demise. But we've reached the point in the run where I don't need Crushing Demise. Go Branding right. That looks so funny. Does she take 0 here? 2 motes die and he gains 10 and takes 10? Seems like the answer to that. I don't actually want to play Crushing Demise. I want these enemies to live so I can take more damage. Because more damage leads to more motes, and more motes. Oh, Seraph's doing 3 times 3. 0 times 3 now. I'm actually worried. I should probably not play this again. I'm worried that if I do this like this, I'm gonna burn out. Yeah, let's just end our turn. I'm worried I'm gonna burn out. Maybe it's not that big of a worry, but I'm gonna play it cool. What's this? Minus 18, you're 15. Well, these guys are gonna hit her. Now let's play it cool. Can you throw like torch down and then torch this guy off? That probably gives me enough burnout, right? It should, yeah. I mean, don't forget this is a like 1200 damage or something like that, right? 250 times 2 is 500, and 250 times 5 is oh god, times 5 is 1000. That's 1250, so it's like 1750 around scaling. Don't forget we do crazy damage. Wow, what a run. You know, I think the most recent memorable run like this I had, I think it was pre-DLC where I played some ridiculous Thorn Hollow idea that won, and went, oh baby, look at this guy. What a cool run. That's what we're having here. We drew Molting Imp turn 1, which is also great. I want to keep the Divinity not at 0, but close to 0. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. He lives. Yeah, I want to keep him close to 0. I want to have him hitting Lady and things like that. Ooh, this is awkward now. Because now I can't play Paraffin Enforcer. I can if I pull a Torch, which is pretty likely, I would say. Oh, but now you're in the way, you idiot. Hate you, Molting Imp. I'm sorry, Molting Imp. I don't mean that. Go get him, Paraffin Enforcer. And now he lives, though. He'll die next turn, probably. I mean, he has to die. But this turn... Oh, I thought this turn was going to be bad, but it's fine. I'm really afraid to press Branding right here. Typically, I feel like I have a pretty good handle on things. I have no idea. I'm going to crush the Harvest Wave. Yeah, good hit. Typically, I have a pretty good handle on the combat preview. I have no idea what's going to happen if I press Branding right here. How does this change things? No clue. You get a damage shield. You get a damage shield. You get a damage shield. So if I press Branding right, this will gain a damage shield. Hits, kills, hits, kills, hits, kills, hits. Okay, yeah, this is fine. I will lose like 60... I didn't lose any damage on the Divinity? Why not? But why not, though? It's for 6, gains a damage shield. Gains a damage shield. I should have lost a hit here, right? What the... what? How the... but how? Because 6 here... Oh, I'm forgetting to factor in the mold braces. Okay. The damage she was taking was from the Wiltlings. I get it. I'm not factoring in the mold braces. It actually made no difference because of the extra armor. Ooh, good. Got it. Understand. I'm with you now. Well, welcome to the unit that I clicked on Crushing Demise for. Eat shit, Chain. Alright, next turn, Chains. Your time is short. Yeah, I mean, it's just... so, I keep saying how cool this run is, but like, the thing is, this run kind of reshapes my ideas of what can win a little bit. Because in my mind... Oh, hey, Prince is dead, by the way. Hey, get up, Prince. Oh, he's dead to spikes. He's dead to spikes. Dead to spikes. That's actually fine, though. Because I have primitive mold. He'll come back. I was supposed to Branding right him, and I was busy trying to figure out why Branding right on the Lady was not right. Or it wasn't changing things. I don't think it'll make a difference because the next wave is not there. And I will just Reform Prince and he'll scale up again. Because remember, he has Wicklash scaling him as well. Honestly, even with just these two, you might win too. Ritual Battle here is not a bad idea. And also... Yeah, no, I'm going to play Molting Imp and pick off this Conduit Redirector. Give you Torch, you get +5 now. That's worth. +5 on the Lady, that is. Now, if I miss on Prince on this turn, I might get hit a little bit. Nah, we get him. I don't even get hit, really. He comes back at 41 × 5. So, even with that mistake, it's fine. This is not a run that I feel bad about making mistakes on, because it's a very confusing run. There's a lot to keep track of. Because you gotta handle burnout timers, enemy health, your health, and your attack. It's a lot. I'm watching his attack so that I can Molting him safely on turns like this one, where I will, in fact, Molting him because I want to take him down to 0 attack. We have plenty of burnout now. And so, I believe this is good enough. Yeah. was thinking about, is it possible to make an infinite out of this Modiflax? Like, can you stop the game? Can you loop the game with this? I think it might be there. Just like, think about it for a second, right? I think you could, because if you spawn to... No, because he goes to 17, doesn't he? What does he go to? Okay, why is it 9? Shouldn't it be... It should be 16, right? Oh, it goes over, I see. It like gets added on top, but it shows the normal number underneath. That's weird. Yeah, because he has -6, so it's 16. You'd have to have 4 Motivlax die per turn, which is kind of hard to do. Could you do that? I don't think so. No, because you would eventually run out. Yeah, because it only goes to the front. Anyway, just something I thought about there for a second. I was thinking about if you could have 4 units that spawn Motivlax every turn, but no, that doesn't. Because so it'd have to be like generating armor to the whole floor, which you can't have happen. I've never actually done a soft lock of the game, sadly. It's something that I want to try getting at some point, but it's really hard to do. The soft locking in this game is when you generate more health than the enemy does damage, but you also don't do any damage. It's kind of like the Thunderdome runs, but it just goes forever. Because eventually in the Thunderdome runs, you kill the boss 10 HP at a time, but it does die. I want to get that pop up one day. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.